Hello, I'm Felice Collucic, and today we're going to talk about the Marra spiral mixer and all these functions. We do have a panel with all the buttons, and then on this side I'm going to show you the parts, and then we have the bin where we'll throw all the ingredients inside. We have this piece of metal that has two functions. It breaks the dough and also helps it to get together. And then we have this part of metal that is called spiral and gives the name to the mixer because it's like a spiral and it's going to be your arm during the mixing time. So I'll show you how to operate it. We have this panel with all these buttons. It's very easy to use. We have the on and off. So we push this knob on number 1. We turn on the timer. Let's say in this case it's on 25 minutes. We push this knob on number 1, which is the speed that we always start mixing. And then there is the green button that lets the mixer start mixing. If you want to stop it, you have two options. You can lift the lid, or also you can use this red button, like here. We also have in the back the thermo breaker that is going to stop the mixer in case you overload it, and then before the engine is going to overheat, it's going to stop the mixer. And now I'm going to show you how to make the high hydrated dough with 85% of water, and that's the reason why you will choose a spiral mixer, because it maximizes your time of mixing. It's the fastest option on the market, and also it's indicated because of the second speed to incorporate more water in your dough. Okay, now we have all the ingredients scaled and ready to go, and I'm going to show you how to mix this 85% hydrated dough. So we'll lift the lid of our mixer. I drop the 80% of the water. In this case, I have a bigger that I made yesterday. Now I'm gonna let the mixer start breaking this pre-ferment for about a couple of minutes. So close the lid. We have the mixer on first speed. The timer is on 30 minutes, but maybe it's gonna take about 25 minutes, and then we start the process. Okay, now that the bica is broken, we can continue our mix, putting all the flour. And at the same time, I'm gonna put our yeast and start the mixing working again. Always on first speed. Now that we have been mixing for about 3 minutes, we can add all the salt at the recipe. And then in about 1 minute, we're gonna start with the second speed, then adding the rest of the water. Okay, now that the salt has been absorbed, we can proceed with the second speed, then keep adding the rest of the water. So we go on this side, switch on second speed. So we keep adding part of the water of our recipe to get to the 85% hydration. Always slowly, we don't want to break the gluten. And then once we will done with the water, we will start with the oil at the end. Okay, so now that the dough has absorbed all the water, we proceed with the final step, the oil. We're gonna let the dough absorb all the oil, and then at the end, put the dough in the bin. Okay, now the dough is ready. We open the lid. As you can see, dough is ready. We developed our gluten. We can do the window test and see how the gluten is developed, and it's 85%. It's ready to be stored in the bin. So this is the result. %85% dough hydration made in 20 minutes.